Now, Roundball Wrap on Newswatch 12.
For the final time this summer, welcome into the Roundball Wrap. It's been a whirlwind of a high school sports year, but hey, we made it. I'm Josh Shelton, flying solo tonight on the Wrap. Shout out to Cameron Derby for doing the same last week. This week, all about the championships. Lots of tournaments, lots of champions to be crowned. It's not a state title, but it's a doozy. South Medford at North Medford for the Southern Oregon Conference Tournament title. A packed house for the premier sporting event in Medford. Devin Malcolm will get a steal early on in the first, moves it to junior Sleazer, who goes underneath the backboard with a nice little reverse layup, ties the game up at 4. Second quarter, North trails by 3, but a Bryce Dyer triple makes the Panther lead null and void. Tip drill pass for Malcolm in the middle. First one doesn't go, but the second one does, and South has the lead again. Down 4, who but Dyer left him too open from downtown, and he makes the Panthers pay. He can facilitate it too. Dyer with the no-look one-handed pass to Connor Goodrich, and now North leads by 1. Tensions are high in the North Medford gym, but so are the spirits after this Nick Carrick deep ball. Hold the finish, let them know what's up. North up, 35-30 in the second. Third quarter, 5:11 left, 41-40 North. Malcolm wide open from 3. Good for a South Medford lead. Not long after, North ball feed to Carrick off the screen. The 3 is good. The student section and the bench love it. 47-45 North Medford leading now. To the fourth quarter, South looking for a spot. There must have been an armored car parked out front because here comes the SWAT team. Isaiah McNaught with a huge block. Here come the Panthers off a missed shot. Transition pass up to Sleazer. Automatic from 3. South Medford now leads 64-62. Tension mounting in the gym. Landon Ellis drives, but it's called for a charge on Jackson Welland. Electricity in the air. On the inbound pass stolen by Trayson Neff, Malcolm called for a foul. It's his 5th. He's out with a minute left to play. South leading by 4. Turns into a bit of a free throw contest, but South holds on for the rest of the game. The only meeting between these two teams that didn't need overtime. 74-69 the final. South Medford wins the SOC championship game. While that game was going on, a state title game was taking place over in Coos Bay featuring the Cascade Christian boys. They were been in this exact same spot before back in 2020, just one win away from a state title. The challengers taking on YamhillCarlton at Marshfield High School, and they get things started with a bang. Wide open 3 ball makes it 3-0 to get it rolling. But the Tigers are just as ferocious. Transition play with a few quick passes gives them a wide open look underneath the basket. So we go to the second quarter. Challengers up by 9. Great heads up play by Levi Marinkus. Steals the pass, then takes it to the rack. Slide step and in for 2. To the fourth quarter, Cascade just leading by 2 now. YamhillCarlton comes all the way back from down 11 at the half. Cascade back up by 2. YamhillCarlton back to tied on the made basket. Then the Tigers got in the driver's seat, never looked out the back window. Another heartbreaker in the state title game for Cascade Christian. They come up just short, 52-48. Before the 3A boys title game, the Hidden Valley girls were in a state title bout of their own. Being Crowd State champions has never been done before by Mustangs girls basketball team. The best time to make a change, though, is right now. That's what the Mustangs were thinking about today in Coos Bay. Kaya Fisher with a corner 3. She's got it. Gives Hidden Valley a 6-point lead in the second quarter. The Mustangs were feeling it from range. Alisana Noga is left wide open and drops another deep ball. 18-13 Stangs. Fast forward to the fourth quarter. Philomath is fouled in the waning moments of the game. 2 free throws to tie it. Knocks them both down with 6.8 seconds left. We're going to overtime. Hidden Valley wasting no time. Quick pass inside to Fisher, and that's good. Not long after, drive, good fill by Taryn Powers. Open look from deep, and yes, the Mustangs lead by 3. They hold on in overtime. The first girls basketball state championship in Hidden Valley history. The victory, oh so sweet, made that much sweeter in overtime. Roseburg, North Medford wrapping up the 2021 season against the other. Amy Carpenter going to split the Black Tornado defense for a nice layup to get things started for the Indians. Missed 3 ball from Roseburg, rebounded by Allie Stevens. She's going the other way with it, almost loses it one time, almost loses it another time, eventually takes it coast to coast. Second half, a similar story. Stevens intercepts the pass, then takes it all the way again. North Medford picks up their 3rd win against Roseburg, 22-15. Earlier today, Grants Pass girls made their way to Central Point to take on Crater. Isis Poteet, the freshman, a little slick move inside, spin move, and a nice shot over defender for two. Nice ball movement here, ends up back up with Poteet, who finishes the play with another inside bucket. Grants Pass ball, but not for long, stolen by Abigail Winslow. She'll take it herself to the rack. Crater and Grants Pass trading blows in this one. Another inside pass, another steal by the Comets defense, more transition offense for Crater. First shot here doesn't go, but Madison Dukowitz gets the rebound and puts it in, draws the foul, a three-point play. Grants Pass ball, inside drive, then kick back out to Emily Rund, waiting in the wings. Oh yeah, that's three, that's good, but Crater comes away with a close win over Grants Pass. Let's wrap up the highlights with Roseburg Crater boys basketball, and we'll start with some great ball movement by the Comets, catching the defense on their heels. And Tate Roseburg drills the triple. That one's good from long range. Now Roseburg coming right back the other way, a drive inside, then a couple passes later, Matthew Parker sinks the tray. Inside out passing, Ty Dallin with a wide open three, and he nails it. Crater literally running away with it now. Pass stolen by Logan Price, and he goes the length of the court for an easy lay-in. Colton Marsters for the Indians drives the lane and gets a couple back for Roseburg, but it's not a Comets highlight without a dunk. Hunter Chubb sticks his arm in the rim and says, "Sup? What's up?" He finishes with a double-double, and Crater wins 76-57. Now, while the basketball season is wrapped up, the pressure is on for the upcoming football season. There's a dire shortage of referees in the area. More on the issue coming up next. And then we'll hear from the South Medford girls basketball team, who completed the perfect season last night. What made this year's title so special? Later on the Wrap. We have a feature story on the Roundball Wrap for you tonight. The Rogue Valley Basketball Officials Association has a critical shortage of referees. It's in such dire need of officials that football games could be canceled this upcoming fall if more are not hired. But what is making people not want to be a ref? And are the pressures of being a ref actually so scary? Newswatch 12 Sports' Cameron Derby has spent the last 2 weeks catching up with those officials. He tells us more.
This looks like a normal group of guys hanging out for a beer and some burgers at the local bowling alley. But these are the guys in stripes, the officials.
That's a foul, that's a foul, that's a foul. We got a foul first. Foul first. 41 blue, had him here first.
And this is not just dinner. This is one of the many sessions where these refs talk about tough situations they were just in and try to get better.
And they were up from the inbounds play, that last inbounds play, till the rest of the game was over with.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to see it because your back's turned to them, but...
The problem for these refs is not the one you would first think of. It's not fans or players or coaches criticizing them.
There's no foul or nothing. I just stopped and told them to stop. Awesome. Thank you. Okay.
The Rogue Valley Basketball Officials Association is working 19 refs short. They ref every game you see in the Rogue Valley on top of their full-time jobs. But if more officials don't get hired by football season, it could result in canceling the kids' games, something that is unimaginable to this group of guys.
They remember us and we remember them. That's what it's all about. It's all about being with the kids and hanging out. You know, we're not out there to be like police. You know, we're just out there to facilitate the game, and that's what we try to do.
But for a job that is so talked about among sports fans, why are they so short-staffed? The COVID-19 pandemic took its toll. Some refs had other obligations to other sports. Some didn't want to go through the COVID restrictions. But there's one factor that stands out.
I'll say to somebody, you know, you need to come ref. Well, I don't want to go ref because I don't want to get yelled at. That's such a small piece it is. It happens. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen. But the percentage of the time that happens is so minute. And then the rewards you get from the kids, that's what it's all about.
And even on the rough nights, this group still comes back to dinner where they help each other improve.
The game is for the kids, and that's what all of us, or I should say the majority of us, are there to do, is to take care of the kids. That's our main focus.
Reporting in Medford, Cameron Derby, Newswatch 12 Sports.
Now, if you're interested in becoming an official, you can visit RVBOA.org. There, you can get an interest form, or you can call the association once again. That is RVBOA.org. Coming up in the final minutes of the Roundball Wrap, we catch up with the South Medford girls after winning their state title, plus the final Play of the Week winner. It's all next. Welcome back to the final few minutes of the final Roundball Wrap. It's been a whirlwind of a sports year for the high school athletes. Maybe none were more determined at finishing off what they started in 2020, though, than the South Medford girls basketball team. A promising run in 2020 cut short, but they came back this year with something to prove. And prove it, they did. The Panthers girls basketball team capped off a 13-0 record last night with a 44-33 win over Sheldon in the tournament title game. A perfect ending to an imperfect 15 months for the South Medford team that felt they had a shot last year at winning it all.
Last year was definitely a bummer. It really sucked being sent home, especially being so close to winning. But I think it meant everything and more this year, just because we just came out and proved ourselves, and we showed everybody what we're made of and what the potential that we have to do it. And it just felt better than it could have last year probably.
Coming back with this year, we were ready, and we kind of got a taste more of what higher levels of the championship looked like. And so we kind of just played for each other and for Bella too, because she wasn't able to finish that with us last year.
Yeah, definitely having a big team of seniors this year, all of us had a big drive to come back and win it.
All 6 of the seniors on this Panthers team are set to play college basketball in the upcoming year. We've got our final Play of the Week winner. Here's a little dime pass to the baseline. Egan Shields dunk, swinging on the rim like the king of the jungle. A close race in the final week, but Mr. Shields takes the crown with that dunk. Thanks for joining us on the Roundball Wrap. We really enjoyed having you this year. Thank you to Daniel and Max, who are in the control room making everything happen, to Jared and Mateen, who would go out and film games, and to Cameron Derby, of course, my counterpart, who couldn't be here this week. We really enjoyed having you this year. Can't wait to see you back in the fall. We've got more big things planned and more big games of the week. Of course, you can get all the recap of this week's highlights on KDRV.com. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow right back here on Newswatch 12.